Welcome back to some Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, and shall we see what's going on a lovely island of Fawnhollow today, where I've not completely recovered from a sore throat, but I have recovered a considerable amount more than previously. I also probably should have checked. Is there a video going up today? I didn't actually check if there is. There was something? Okay, fantastic. Wonderful. 321 subscribers, what on earth? But yes, I have mildly resumed and currently have a zero. Actually, no, it's not zero backlog. I haven't set the details of the upcoming videos. I'm getting there. I've recovered enough that I will probably try and record an episode of tomorrow today. I don't know how it'll go, but yeah, I mean, you can check it out for yourself because it'll go up literally tomorrow. Hello everyone, we're now in Fawnhallow at 6:02 PM on Wednesday, October 5th, 2022. What should we talk about today? Anyone playing about some Omega Strikers thing? I'm not playing it. I'm just like, you know, I'm pretty behind on watching Northern Line stuff, and you know, one I was watching last night and a bit today. Well, not that much today, I'm going to be honest, but I've only watched like 2 minutes of it. But yeah, is Omega Strikers, which I saw actually my friends were playing it like weeks ago or something. Probably when it was, you know, actually released, when it was popular, that sort of thing. Am I going to play it? Like, I don't know, if I join the corner and people are just like, hey, dear darling, why don't you play some Omega Strikers with us? And I'll be like, okay, sure, why not? Let me just install it, that sort of thing. But I'm not like super fussed about that sort of thing. I like the game. It looks kind of fun. It's not really my sort of thing. But you know, Galactic football, that sort of space futuristic football. It's a very sort of common trope, and not just in video games but media. You know, obviously you got Omega Strikers. You got Rocket League, which if you didn't know used to be called like Super Hyper Nitro Booster Cars Playing Something Football. That was like its original name before it got remade. What was it called? Hold on. Rocket League. And then they had a very sensible idea of being like, that's a dumb name, let's change it to Rocket League. Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars, that's it. Which I was introduced to ages ago by one of my friends. He had a PlayStation and he showed it to me and I was like, this is super fun. I could see it was taking off. I mean, it did take off, just, you know, it took a few years. But you got that, you got Galactic Football, the namesake of, I think it was an anime. At least it was like an early on 3D anime, you know, if you've seen things like Ruby and whatever have you. It's kind of like, what it reminds me of? From my memories, it might not even be 3D. That would be a heck of a trip in my mind, being like, wow. In my mind, I remembered it as like cell shaded 3D, and then if it's not even 3D at all, I don't know. And I think it was an anime because it was on Jetix, and Jetix was basically the UK TV channel for showing anime shows but dubbed in English. You know, it's the British equivalent of 4Kids, or I don't remember what the other anime dubbing channel is, but you know, those sort of things. Yeah, that's what Jetix kind of was, and I remember one of the shows was Galactic Football. I don't really remember much of it. I remember there was this girl who played defense. She was my favorite character. I don't really remember the plot. I think I was certainly at the age where I wasn't quite old enough to care about continuity in its entirety yet, but you know, old enough to understand there's a sense of continuity for it. I think I must have been like 10 or something when I watched it. You know, I like the first time I watched it, I don't remember exactly, but I do remember one day where I spent the entire day just watching Galactic Football and also playing Super Mario Galaxy. I don't know why. I guess it probably was a weekend or something. And also, you know, I'm like pretty young. Hold on, Katrina. We don't have enough bells in our inventory, so we can't speak to you. Hold on. Where is my stream deck? Here it is, as well, because I need to cough. It's not working. Hello. It's not working. OBS mic, it's not working. Excuse me. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I don't know. What if I replug it? No. Have you ever tried plugging it back in again? Because an update went out, which apparently fixed the OBS sort of plugins and that sort of thing. Still not working, huh? Stream Deck? You working yet? No? Alright, okay, we'll use a good old scroller. Because if in doubt, you've always got a backup button. Sorry, get Stream Deck out of here so I don't accidentally use it and then just cough straight into the microphone. I don't actually cough, I do turn my head and cough into my elbow, but that's not the point. Galactic Football, that sort of thing. Yeah, I was at the age where I basically understood there was a sense of continuity, but I didn't really know what a sense of continuity was. You know, because I have memories of like Shouting Showdown. I understand the continuity, sort of, but I didn't like understand the continuity from episode to episode, or I didn't like keep super big track of that sort of thing. Maybe that's just me thing, rather than necessarily that age sort of, not problem, but characteristic. I was going to say like property, that's not the right word. Yeah, but I used to watch like Challenge Showdown and something. Anyway, Galactic Football, that was on a similar sort of channel. Well, Challenge Showdown was Cartoon Network, but still. Yeah, you got that. You got what's it called? The one from Phineas and Ferb. It's like Football X9 or something. I can't remember. It's some futuristic football. It appears in like two episodes. 2 episodes which I don't even remember the plot of. Like one of them is like a visit Ferb's family in UK. I don't know why Ferb doesn't live with his family in UK now I think about it, but oh no, maybe it's his cousins. That probably makes more sense. And then I don't know, they play like futuristic football or something. It's something along those lines. What other futuristic football is there? Omega Squad, Galactic Football, Rocket League, Football X9. I don't know. It's just like a common thing. And even when you Super Mario Strikers is kind of like a futuristic. Well, I don't know. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's futuristic. It feels like battle. You know, like what's like Mad Max sort of like. It's not cyberpunk. It's punkish or some sort of like I don't know. Scrap punk? Is that a term? I don't know. That sort of aesthetic. I don't really know if you consider that futuristic. I mean, weirdly enough, I think some people would consider steampunk futuristic, despite the fact it's meant to be like anachronistic, isn't it? It's kind of like its whole definition is meant to be like is not meant to be futuristic. It's just meant to be like, what if you took steam machines to extreme rather than, you know, just like inventing not inventing electricity even. I mean, I guess it kind of already existed, but utilizing electrical means rather than using systematic means. That's not really a word, I don't know. Anyway, futuristic football, it's a thing, but you know, when are we going to get football version 2? Just like we're waiting on chess version 2, where, you know, football version 2, I guess that's American football when I think about it. Which, you know, fun fact about, you know, soccer or whatever, the fact it's even called soccer is because it was used to be called association football or something in the first place, and is because there's like in Britain soccer used to be called, no, sorry, football, it was association football and rugby football or something, and then rugby football became football in America. So anyway, the long and short of it is like the reason it's called American football in the first place is because of, you know, Britain in the first place or something, because, you know, our bad. I say our bad, it's not like, you know, any of us had anything to do with it, but, you know, it's sort of like some sort of cruel irony in the fact that people, especially the British, make fun of America being like, why'd you call it football? It should be called hand egg or whatever. In my mind, I'm just like, I don't really care what you call it, but it probably should have a different name. And it would be nice if it was a bit more descriptive than football. Hand egg, though, is silly. I mean, if it was just handball, you know, that would make sense, like American handball. That would feel pretty reasonable. And I know handball exists and already is quite popular in Europe, but, you know, that feels pretty reasonable. Anyway, it is what it is, you know. Naming conventions are funny like that, and, you know, etymology, it's not lost to history per se, but a lot of the time the reasons and purposes are certainly lost to history, and people don't really care about them anymore. As long as, you know, open communication is possible and you can still, you know, get your point across, that's all that really matters. Anyway, Galactic Football. I should check if I've talked about this before, because it feels familiar. Football. Playground football, fantasy football. So, yeah, not quite. I don't know why I talk about playground football. But apparently they've all got one like, and, you know, they've got that one Animal Crossing fan who watches my videos, is like, football, yes, this is my time. You know, at some point, I should try and do an episode about American football and try and explain what I think the rules of American football are, which I really don't know. As far as I know, it's about advancing the line and, you know, you tackling and just basically trying to get the ball as far forward as possible. But I've literally never seen American football, so I have no idea. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. Galactic Football. It feels like it was an anime, but I don't know. That looks right. 3D cel shaded. Oh, there's not good splash arts. Mixes conventional 2D animation with 3D computer graphics, just like Riot Arcane. Oh my god. Where was it created? Like, so, as soon as I saw this Wikipedia article, as soon as I opened it, something in my mind was like, wait, wasn't this like a French cartoon or something? And I'm looking at it. Original Network France. It was France, and it did air on Jetix. Oh, Jetix for season 1 to 2, and Disney XD for season 3. I didn't realise there were only 3 seasons. I thought in my mind there were like 7 seasons. Maybe they had really lots of episodes. 26, so about standard. Why is 26 a standard for episodes anyway? What happens in the end? The stars of Achillean are eternal. My word. A strange enemy within the screams is shown to take in space, leaving a major cliffhanger for the series finale, and then it never got renewed. Oh my god. That's just the worst possible thing. It's a big cliffhanger, which there's no satisfaction at the end of finding out what happened. I'm trying to read about it. I don't even remember any of these people. Who are the characters? Jock, Barry, Von, Hugh, Maddox, Baldwin, Rocket, Harvey. Rocket sounds familiar. Was that the sleepy goalkeeper? Rocket. No, okay, never mind. That was the star player, the guy with dreadlocks, right? He was like the star striker. I'm looking at these people. I'm not sure if I remember them all too well. Apart from dreadlocks guy, the guy with the goggles, who I think was the goalkeeper, and then the girl with a big ponytail. Because the girl with a big ponytail was a defender, and she had an episode where it was basically like her parents were like, why aren't you, like, getting all the glory, you should go up there and try and score a goal. And then I didn't even see the episode. It was like a next time in Galactic football. And I just remember a shot of her like kicking a ball and being like, a defender, and then like a voiceover being like, a defender can't score a goal, or something like that. Presumably, you can kind of, even without seeing the episode, I'm sure looking back in retrospect, you can kind of sort of like predict what the plot's going to be. She's been like, pressured by parents to feel like she needs to be contributing to the team. Like, people don't understand why defenders don't actually contribute like a huge amount to the sports. Like, she doesn't get the credit and the glory and that sort of thing. Her parents are just like, you should try and, being striker. Why are you so happy with being a defender? And then, but, she in her heart, she likes being a defender, that sort of thing. She likes being a backbone of a team, but supporting a team, but she's getting self-doubts from her parents, being like, trying to do glory, so she tries to put it in practice, and she runs like really far up during like actual games and practice, and they're just like, yo, you can't be doing this. What are you doing? What's going on? Like, you've never like broken position so badly before. And she accidentally lets a goal in, and then she just like, you wouldn't understand. And she goes like, how to alone time. She has like a one-on-one time with like, I don't know, the goalkeeper or something. He's like the ultimate backbone of a team, and they have like heart to heart. And then whatever, and she accepts it, and then she like talks to her parent about it, being like, no, I'm fine with being a defender. And then they have like a little bit of spat. Then a big game comes along, and then it's like, oh, it's game day, and suddenly, oh no, it's literally the 1 in a million opportunity. The only way they can win this game is if she somehow scores this goal from this position, because of some arbitrary thing which ends up happening. She scores a goal, and it's like, I don't know, she's doing it from her defender position, like 2/3 of the way down the pitch, and somehow she gets a goal, and the crowd goes wild. And I don't know really what the message of all that is, because we kind of been like, you should be happy, doing what you love, and everyone's got an important part to play, but then we sort of subvert everything by making her actually end up scoring a goal anyway. I wonder if I can find that episode. I don't know what her name is, unfortunately. Galactic football characters. Gotta say, there is a very diverse cast of people in this Galactic football squad, so props to that. Micro Ice. This guy's name is Micro Ice. Surrogate brother to Jock. Sorry, to Jock. Galactic Football Club. No, hold on. The Snow Kids. My name was the Snow Kids. I'm gonna be honest. That's like a 2 out of 10 name. May. Yeah, that's it. May. What on earth is she wearing? What is this outfit? 15, 19, 20. That is a huge, like, year jump. I think I watched season 2 and season 3 because in my mind they're all adults. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. Adults. But I don't know. Okay, hold on. List of Galactic Football episodes. May. I feel like she was an adult, so. It's her from my eyes left because she wanted to be an attacker. What? Is this it? Jock puts the blame on May, saying that's her fault, but Micro Ice has left because she wants her to be an attacker. Wasn't that it? May's filming new ads? May. Position, defender, striker, the shadows? What on earth is the shadows? I'm getting confused. What if I search defender? Defense? Galactic football. May wants to be a striker. The Striker. Oh, it's episode 13. Today the snow kids up against the terrifying shadows. My Christ has still not come back. My Christ's departure makes things uncomfortable among team members as a cyclone. What? Pardon me? This is the entire episode. It's unavailable. We'll never know what happens. I just want to see what the plot is. You know? Is that too hard? Maybe. Oh, that's right. This cartoon, it had 2D animation when it wasn't sports time, but when it was sports time, it switched to a 3D animation style. That's familiar. That's familiar. I was doubting it in my head a bit. I was like, I swear it was 3D, but you know, why does something in my brain be like it wasn't 3D? That's the first time we had a bamboo partition? Really? Anyway, Galactic football. I don't really know what to say. I don't really know what plot was. I'm trying to remember like plot elements. I remember that we had a really sleepy goalkeeper, and sometimes at one point he got substituted for someone else. I don't know. There's probably a lot of drama. They like to put drama in these sort of things. It makes more sense that it was a French cartoon, though. I guess Jetix didn't just do like anime and that sort of thing, and that was basically their sort of like soup du jour, but with cartoons. And it also doesn't make sense because that would just be like one thing. I mean, you know, having a bit of a French cartoon in there, pretty good. You know, French do good cartoons as well, or good animation. What's my favourite French animation? I remember when I was much younger, I watched a movie called The Triplets of Something, which I think was a French animation, at a friend's house. That was a pretty good movie. Let's see, movie, The Triplets of Belleville, that's it. And it has a song I played for my grade 8 piano in it. It's like a prelude by Bach or something, I can't remember. It goes. I don't know, come up. Prelude. Bach à la jazz. Is this it? I want to play it, but yeah, Prelude in C minor. That's what I played. That's what one of my pieces I played for my grade 8. I think it's my C. No, it wasn't my C piece. No, maybe it was my C piece. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've done grade 8 piano. I legitimately can't remember. No, I feel like my grade 2 was. Oh no, that's grade. I was gonna be like, I think it was out of grade 2 crawl, but I think I was grade 7. Sorry, I was leaning really far away from my microphone. I mean, it's fine as it is because I was not paying attention to whatever you were talking about, Amelia. Oh goodness gracious. Triplets about Belleville. That must be French, surely. But that was a good movie. I found it very entertaining. I don't remember why I found it entertaining. If anything, it was a bit like Black Mirror, you know, a million credits, cycling on a machine, and then you know, some very scary stuff. Well, not really scary. Some stuff happens. Champion. Old piano. I feel like I'm reading a plot of this and I vaguely remember it, but we're not talking about this right now. We're talking about Galactic football. I don't remember Galactic football all too well. You know, I'm staring at these characters, being like, do I remember it? And kind of, like, the more I look at these characters, I'm like, the more they feel familiar. But I'm not sure if I'm just making it up in my head or not. I don't know. Was it even good? Galactic football. Also, what is this? Teacher's Day. Oh, cool. I was like, what's this Google Doodle? Galactic football IMDb. That's for IMDb. 7.7. Hey, it was reasonably popular. Certainly can't fault it for that. Go all these people. A new generation of once great team is ready to regain old glory in the amazing space football tournament. I mean, that's a very interesting way of describing it. I don't know. Did they make anything else? The animation studio who did this? Well, maybe not the studio, the production studio, I should say, because the animation studio might have moved on to other things, but... Let us see. Produced by Gaumont Alphanim. I'm just seeing... Oh, I read that wrong. I thought it said Frankenweenie. I was like, rated Frankenweenie? Rated Mona the Vampire? I used to watch that when I was younger. That's a bit of a throwback. I don't know any of these other things. Weird. Also, is Galactic Football like... as a GIF? GIF? It has a GIF? There's a GIF for its main image, that's weird. Anyway, Galactic Football. They've got magical energy, which grants them special powers. I honestly don't remember that, but... Anyway, I'm going to round off this episode here. I don't know, Galactic Football, watch it if you wanted to or not. If you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Darling. Any likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Join me in Discord, follow me into this down below. Hope to see you again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye for now.